So, I recorded a intro and stuff, like saying what I was going to do on my drive out here, and neglected to remember that my SD card was sitting in my computer, which was in the back seat. So, this is my intro. This will be my second video. Hopefully, I edit it too and put it up. The other video is currently uploading, but today, the camera is currently sitting on my stock wheels with winter tires on them. And before I put the car back into storage for another month or so before the shows start up, I'm going to put those wheels on just so I don't get flat spots or cold cracking in my brand new Yokohama S drives on this car. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to record it. The only other task I need to complete with changing the wheels is I have center cap overlay stickers to put on all the center caps on the wheels. So I'm going to do that also. And then once I have the CCWs off of the GTO and the GTO back up at the storage unit, I'm going to go ahead and test fit one of the front CCWs on the SS because it has a Brembo setup of brakes from the factory. They're the same as CTSV first gen brakes. So I want to see if these wheels clear those brakes or how much of a spacer I need with these wheels to clear those brakes. So I'm going to start doing that and record it, and yeah, that's going to be this video. And also, I have this awesome hoodie in the mail today from SlammedUK. They did a SlammedUK and Violent hoodie. This is the first Violent apparel that's been sold to the public, I think, since like 2013, so that's pretty cool. So if you have any interest in it, go check out SlammedUK's website. I think they still have a whole bunch for sale. So the first thing I said I was going to do is put center cap overlays on. They're just little voxel center cap overlays, just like what's on the front of the car and the back of the car. So I'm going to put those on, and just going to wipe down the center caps before I do it. They're just stickers, just three-dimensional stickers. So I'm going to throw those on, and then after that, do the rest of putting the wheels on. We'll jack the car up and put the wheels on. So, just the little Vauxhall logo to match the front of the car. So even on the winter wheels, it'll have a little bit of stuff that still says it's a little different on it. So I'm going to do that center cap now. So I got those on, and it doesn't really matter which tires are worn most because I'm not going to drive this car on these really at all. It's going to go to the storage unit and sit on them. So I haven't really looked. I think they're all kind of worn out. They're all at wear bars, at least. So I'm going to jack the car up, throw them on. Normally I put 20mm spacers in the rear to bring them out so they're at least somewhat flush. And I have to run a 35mm spacer in the front in order to clear the bags. So I'm going to grab those spacers so I can throw those on. And then after I get the spacers, I'll jack the car up and throw the front wheels on, and then throw the back wheels on, and that's where I'll start up the video again. Okay, you can see the spacer at least. So, get this off, I normally will spray around with some PB Blaster. They're all around the hub. So yeah, I'll spray it all down with brake clean after that. So, going to hopefully get a little unstuck from the hub. I'm going to grab a screwdriver and a hammer, and that'll probably get it the rest of the way off. Alright, so I normally try to get the spacer in right between the screwdriver right between the spacer and the hub. I don't know if that's doing anything. Doesn't look like it is. This went on really nice. These are, who made them? These are Adaptec spacers, that's who made them for me. There it is. Alright, so nice little spacer, taking that off, putting a massive spacer on for the stock wheels to clear. But yeah, I'll go back to the other angle. So I just threw some grease on there. Threw some grease on it. Everything's working out. That's what we want. And this side's done. I was gonna fix my upper brake lights because they were slightly out of sync. Now they're just getting out of sync again, but they're set to the same thing now. They were set to different things, so it reset itself. So I'm just gonna clean up everything, gonna put all the tools that I got out away, and then move my wheels into one specific spot, and then take the car to the storage unit, run back here, and then test fit wheels, hopefully. Hopefully I do that. So I just got back from my run, got the GTO taken to the storage unit. So now, second part of the video, I'm going to bring the SS in here and see if any of the CCWs will fit on it, and hopefully they do. Yes, it's filthy. It is entirely a daily driver at this point. This is a Chevy SS. It is a 2014. I daily drive it. It has the LS3 from the Corvette. It's a VF Commodore, like the GTO is a VZ Monero. So yeah, it's covered in salt. Like there was a little bit of snow the other day in Louisville, and its brakes are incredibly dusty, and it's got snow tires on it, on MSW wheels, which are built by OZ, so they're still legit. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. But let me go ahead and jack it up to see if the CCW is clear. And for this, I'm literally just seeing if the wheels clear the brakes, because I think I said this earlier, these are the exact same Brimbos that are on CTSVs, and you can get the calipers really cheap through like Rock Auto and different places like that. So everybody upgrades to them on a whole lot of different cars anymore, but I'm planning to put them on the GTO. These studs are pretty big. I don't know if the wheels will clear over them. So that's kind of my first question. So I guess I'll throw it up there and see what it does. I don't think the studs are going to fit through the bolt holes though. These things are massive. Yeah, it's not going to clear whatsoever on the brake caliper. Looks pretty cool though. So, got a 20mm spacer I think, and a 5mm slip-on AutoZone spacer. I'm going to see if either of these are enough to clear the brakes. As long as it's just a 20mm, I think I'll be fine running these on the GTO. But if I have to run a lot more than that, I'll have to run a whole lot of camber, and I don't know if I want to do that. Even though it is the trend and whatnot. Not really. Even though I guess, oh, I think that means my battery's dead. Oh, it is still recording. Neat. I thought the battery died a while ago. Alright, well, I was just checking everything out. Obviously, it barely clears. There's one piece of hardware that catches right here every time, but otherwise, it clears just barely. Like, just barely. Like, that's the hardware going past the brake lines. But I mean, that's the kind of clearance I want on this setup, because I want it to be really pretty and aesthetically pleasing and stuff. But I guess I'll lower the jack down. I got 3 lug nuts on the spacer and on the wheel, so it's in no shape to drive, but definitely can at least lower it down to get a laugh out of it. Yeah, but I guess since it was recording, I'll explain what I was doing. The brake calipers are just really dirty. I don't know, like brake clean didn't clean them up at all. So I just took some metal polish to it. I used white diamond. It's pretty good polish. Yeah, so it looks pretty silly on there, but that's what it does. I mean, it pokes a solid 2 inches out of the body, and the SS is, I'm pretty sure, notably wider body than the GTO is, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna put the stock or the winter wheels back on this. I'll probably try to fit one of the rear 11.5-inch wide wheels on the back of this thing. I know it's been done. I know the black G8 and Goon Squad Grant's car has 20 by 11s on the rear, but he probably has some camber, and I know his quarters are pulled. But yeah, so I know 10s have been fit on the front too. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I guess that comes down to a 10 with a 0 offset, or no, it's a 10 with a -5 offset right there. So it's only 4 millimeters more aggressive than the most aggressive GTO that's stock body. So I think I should be able to pull it off. But I guess I'm going to probably eventually order those brakes, probably sometime this year. Order them so I can stunt and have beautiful brakes on my car. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. I ran back from dropping the GTO off. I haven't run 2 miles in a little while, and I'm tired. That was not a smart idea. My parents get in at 9:30, so I need to clean up the garage a little bit more, and then that'll be that. So hopefully I make another video soon. Hopefully it's the seats going in, or bigger brakes going on the GTO, or new bags, something. I don't really know what the next thing I'm going to do to it is, but I'm going to make another video sometime.